Well, handsome Kevin, if you can,
Yeah.
we have the audio from the post collision CM Punk promotion, promotion. Yeah.
1 second here.
Earlier today, I went to a local supermarket and I figured out why they call him Hangman. It's because the pegs in the toy aisle are full of Hangman action figures because nobody wants to buy them.
Oh! You son of a bitch!
He's a peg warmer. Unlike me, who moves merchandise and pops ratings and sells toys. Okay, everybody in AEW say, I'm the heart, I am the soul, I am the spirit. Well, that's objective. What is a fact is the people who say that certainly aren't the chin of AEW because the lights go out faster than what? GTS, go to sleep. I don't know what I'm trying to do. I got locked too. I told the House of Black no chops, and the chop makes them very mad.
What did he say at the end about House of Black?
Chops make him very mad or something like that.
He told them no chops, and they chopped me, so he's very mad.
So he's either going full tilt on the heel thing, and this whole thing is going to lead to something with the Hangman, or he's just out of his fucking gourd and he wants to just sit home again.
Dude, no, he sounded like he was fucking loopy as a motherfucker.
But he's straight edge, bro.
No, but when he said he got rocked, I think like the way he sounded, he did not seem coherent at all.
But still, fucking FTR doesn't hey, dude,
First of all, what he said isn't. First of all, that's not even that bad of an insult. Your figures warm the pegs at a fucking toy store.
Yeah, but given the history with these guys, and let's keep you on Saturday and keep you on Wednesday. I don't know, man. There's got to be something else behind it. I'm not conspiracy theory where he's kind of sticking it to them if it's not going somewhere. They've got something planned. They guarantee you they got something planned.
I don't know. Then why do it off air?
To make people talk. Look at the action it's getting. He
did not sound like he was all there to me. That's the first time I heard it too, by the way, or heard what he said.
There's the problem here. There's so many other stories though, right? Like Hangman showed up at the Collision tapings and they told him to do a pre-tape, and he showed up and they sent him home. They told him he wasn't needed there. They said the same thing happened to Matt Hardy, to Chris Daniels. Apparently Ryan Nemeth had a problem with CM Punk, and he got sent home from tapings. So there's a lot of information out there, and everybody is reporting different things.
All right.
So the waters are very muddy.
So they're reporting different things, but are they all of the consensus that this is something that Punk had done?
Some people are saying that they knew Punk was going to do a promo afterwards and that he was going to talk about Paige. Others are saying because they're saying it was a work. Others are saying it's not a work. And that Tony Khan's over here saying he's just happy that fans are interested in AEW. Now, I think it's a work.
Yeah, that's what I'm leaning toward.
But I just go back to that's such a lame thing to that's the weirdest shot to take at somebody. Your figures don't sell. Not a lot of AEW's figures sell. So I don't know.
I think it's I don't think it's the shot. I think it's, if we're led to believe all the information that came out before Collision, where they're not allowed to talk about each other. They're not comfortable working with each other. To have him do it after the show goes off the air where he talks about Adam Page, it doesn't necessarily matter the subject,
right? But
that he's talking about Adam Page, and then 2 days later we're finding out Adam Page was turned away from Collision. It seems like they're planting the seeds for something here.
Maybe,
and
hopefully.
There's other reports that think Punk's going full fucking heel turn to the point where CM Punk, this is what's being reported, wants it to get to a fever pitch where people try and get in the ring and beat him up.
Old school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. And I mean, to me, it doesn't really matter, like, after the show, during the show. I mean, even after the show, it's going to get posted somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, on Monday night, Cody cut a promo after the show with Sammy on Monday Night Raw. That was on the internet, I mean, by the time I got home. So there's no like, well, it was after the show. Like, people are going to record it. It's going to get out there, and it's going to get out there. So I don't think that there's too much to delve into. It feels different because it's not on the show, but it's going to get out there. It's going to get recorded and posted.
I mean, he could have said anything, and it would have been out there. Like,
Yeah.
even if he just said, "Thanks for coming, Los Angeles," or whatever the fuck they were,
Yep.
It would have gotten out there. So, like, I don't know. To me, then when he solidified it by saying, "I got rocked pretty good," like, 'cause from the opening thing and then to the end, I can't even understand them before he says the things about the chops. There's like this one little part of the sentence before he mentions House of Black. I can't even understand a word he's saying. So once he said that he got rocked pretty good, I'm like, okay, that means that he's not all there, unless he is all there, and then I'm a complete fool.
Well, here's how I think it's working, because Collision was another excellent show, and that 6-man tag match was awesome. But instead of people talking about the 6-man tag match, all they want to talk about is the CM Punk action figure Adam Page slam dunk, which, to KJG's point, it's really not a big deal if CM Punk says fucking Adam Page's figures don't fucking sell. Who gives a fuck? He doesn't give a shit how many of them sell. He got paid for his likeness and the action figures. He don't give a fuck.
It's the fucking history behind it, dude.
I get it.
That's
He
what
could
it
have said
is.
anything about Adam Page, so I think it's working.
Yeah.
Now, the flip side of the coin is, so Matthew Birch says it right here. If anyone on the AEW roster says something remotely negative about CM Punk, he's going to cry about it and blame them, when at the end of the day, Punk is the problem.
So what did somebody say about Punk that made him do this?
Well, the Nemeth thing, when CM Punk had said the softest wrestlers in the business, Ryan Nemeth had retweeted it and said the softest, referring to CM Punk as him being the softest. And then that apparently caused a problem backstage, which got Ryan Nemeth sent home.
Right.
So it seems like CM Punk, the narrative that some websites are feeding us is that CM Punk's king of the castle. He can say whatever he wants about you, but the minute you turn the tide on him, he gets you sent home.
Interesting. Do the Young Bucks have that same stigma?
I've not heard that. I've also heard the Young Bucks still refuse to work with CM Punk, and the only person that has agreed to work with Punk is Kenny Omega.
Kenny Omega knows what's up.
Well, it's
Yeah,
also
Kenny Omega's not fucking stupid. I mean,
I really think they're just gonna they're just teasing us. They're pulling our puds here. They want Meltzer's going to report this, Fightful's going to report that, Voices of Wrestling says this, Mike Johnson says that. We're all in a tizzy. Meanwhile, they're all back there fucking laughing, playing Fight Forever. Who's going to take Aubrey out on a date? Who's going to go see get a fucking cheesesteak at the Minnesota eatery in the video game? They're all having a good laugh at the fucking internet. I mean, I guess Tony Khan's right. People are talking about AEW and this whole CM Punk situation again. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's the crumbs.
Can I ask you this though? If this is the tactic for garnering more interest, to what end? Like, because your show should be what's garnering the interest, not the backstage aspects of it. So if this is a giant work and we're all getting, hands up over what's going on backstage and who's going to work with who and all that kind of stuff. Well, when that's gone, what do they do next? You know what I mean? Like, to what end is this going to play?
Not sure. Repeat that question one more time.
So if this is like this, we all believe that this is a work, right? And
eventually. I'm not so sure now, but eventually I think it will be.
And this is their tactic to garner more interest in their product. So once this like backstage, mystery of who hates who and who's not going to work with and who's hard to work with and all that kind of stuff, once that's gone, what does that leave you with to continue to build up the interest in your show? Shouldn't you be building the interest of your show on your show.
Right. Well, here's that goes back to the on the air, off the air sort of thing. And then it also says, like, first of all, like, you're not getting any new watchers by doing this. No. Like, you're just worried about losing the ones that you already have. Like, no one's, like, coming in because Adam Page and CM Punk have backstage heat. You're worried about the people that already know that. And you're keeping them hooked to make sure they don't leave, because at some point they're thinking that we're going to get this elite Punk throw an FTR type thing. Mm-hmm. So to me, it's like kind of like beating a dead horse, or like, you know, like spitting in the wind. Like, it's going to come right back. Like, you're not getting anything new out of it. That was a terrible, that made no sense, the spitting in the wind one. But like, no one's watching because of backstage heat if they don't know about the backstage. It's just so bizarre. Like, I get it. I'm intrigued by it. You're not losing me. Like, you got me. Like, I'm not going anywhere. If you're promising at some point we can get Punk and Page, and then Punk and Omega, and FTR and Punk against Omega and Page and Bucks, you got me. I mean, I'm here for it. Like, I'm there. But I don't think you're getting the guy who's watching, like, the NBA to switch over from, you know, TBS to TNT or ESPN to TNT to watch because Hangman Adam Page and CM Punk have heat.
Gotcha. I'm with you. I think it's a weird way to try and garner interest in your product.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but also, like, this is how people digest this shit, right?
Yeah.
So, like, people are going to see this clip of him talking shit on Twitter, you know, and let's just say, hypothetically, Tony Khan goes on his fucking Twitter tomorrow. Tomorrow night on Dynamite, we're going to hear from Adam Page. People are going to fucking tune in to see what Adam Page has to say, even if it has nothing to do with the CM Punk situation.
Right. Yeah, so you might get more. You might get people that may have missed last week and like, now I can't miss this week because Page is going to talk. You might get that. You might get that for sure.
You think the Bucks are winning the tag titles in Wembley?
I don't know. I don't want to tip my hand on picks.
Great question, Tony. I mean, there's so many, you know, this could start. This could, you know, Punk interferes.
Maybe it ignites the. Maybe Punk is just sowing the seeds. What might happen at Wembley?
And then what happens in Chicago the week after?
Ooh, CM Punk.
I don't know, Tony. I honestly don't know. I can't even give you an answer if I think Bucks are going to win. I don't know yet.
It's interesting. I mean, they're now look, they're doing interesting things. I honestly, guys, when I was looking at the notes, we know Brendan has done some gems in the past, right? Under the WWE, he put down Mae Young's baby hand signs with NXT.
Give him a big hand.
I heard it was a handshake deal.
And then under the AEW notes, he puts Texas Chainsaw Massacre death match announced for Dynamite.
Right.
I said, that's clever. Why would he pick these two guys? But then I just went on AEW's Twitter. This is a real fucking thing.
Is Moxley in this?
No, it's fucking Jeff Jarrett and Jeff Hardy.
Oh, fuck me, dude.
Did you see the promo that Jeff Jarrett did to promote this thing?
I'll do you one better. When we were away, I happened to put it on. It was the Buckaroos and the Hardys, and my kid fucking watched it for 10 seconds. He goes, "What the fuck is this?" He goes, "This is so bad." And this is unprompted. This was watching after we watched that whole fucking awful Jericho fiasco with everybody fucking walking out going, "We don't love you anymore, Chris." So he was like, "What?" He's like, "This is awful."
Do you hate Chris Jericho?
Yeah, Chris
Jericho. I feel
Jericho.
like you hate Chris Jericho.
He's dog shit, bro.
No. You don't even feel bad at all?
Feel bad about what?
Like maybe his ego got in the way and it cost him these wonderful friendships?
First of all, they should get rid of fucking Purple Hat Idiot anyway, because he sucks. What the fuck has he ever done?
Yep.
He's over, man. He likes that hat.
Oh, fuck him and his hat.
Yep.
Shit in your hat. Go shit in your hat.
Like the hat.
Good. They could love him too.
I'm
pregnant. I'm leaving. Goodbye, Chris. Oh, fuck off.
Matthew Birch brings it up. Is Is CM Punk good or bad for AEW?
He's good. He's bringing people to that Saturday show.
Yeah, I'm still leaning on the side of good.
Yeah, so I'm a CM Punk fan, so it's hard for me to look at it, I guess, without factoring that in. I think the buzz that he garnered when he came back is huge. Yeah. I just, and he still can tell great stories. He's not what he was in the ring, say, 15 years ago, but that's going to be equal of anybody on the roster. I think he's still a great storyteller. I think that he's still somebody that I want to see on my TV. So from those standpoints, he can't be bad. Can't be bad for business.
I will say this though. I think he could be a lot better if what happened didn't happen. He didn't get hurt and the whole thing didn't happen. It would have been a lot better. And you can almost compare it to his return and Cody's return.
Wow.
Like CM Punk, like they're similar but so different. Like CM Punk came in, huge, biggest thing ever. Came in, had his nice little run, MJF. Then he gets hurt. Cody comes in, fucking does all this shit, great big time push, gets hurt. But now where the story changes between the two is how they're handled when they come back.
Yeah.
Like Cody is super freaking over. Everyone loves him. Incredible video packages, programmed with the right people. Now, they're in different places in their career. Punk said specifically, I want to come back and help these other people. So he's working with Ricky Starks. He's working with these other guys. But it doesn't seem where it should be very similar. It seems like apples and oranges where like WWE hit a home run with Cody and AEW is like treading water with Punk. It's still good. Don't get me wrong. It's still right. But it just feels different.
I mean, the stuff Collision is the best AEW program right now from a wrestling standpoint. I just think the uptick of backstage problems that come with CM Punk's return, true or false, I don't know what the narrative is from the wrestling journalists, but it seems like anytime CM Punk is around, the news that there is trouble backstage skyrockets.
Oh.
So I don't know if that's a narrative. Like, I know back in the day, Meltzer like really hated Sable, and I don't know why. If you listen to any of those podcasts where they like talk about Meltzer's reviews of a Sable match or Sable in general, he's very negative towards her, and I don't know if that's someone in his camp feels the same way about CM Punk, and that's why all that shit gets published, or if he's really a problem backstage.
Like you said, like all those podcasts, like a lot of them say that, like, isn't he like buddies with the Bucks and shit? So like, isn't it like fair to say that the Bucks could very well be the ones that are feeding them this shit? Like, I don't know, maybe not directly, but
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, but you would hope he has some kind of journalistic integrity where he could, reach out to people who aren't his best friends in the wrestling business to see like, hey, is this true or false, or am I just going to print whatever the fuck I want to print?
From all accounts, that's what he does, right? From the people that might know better. But they might have their own biases too, so I don't know.
What do you guys know about the Lufisto situation? Apparently she took to social media saying that they didn't treat her too nicely when she was in AEW.
Yeah.
And apparently she deleted her Twitter, right? Didn't she delete her Twitter?
From what I just read, Victoria had the same experience when she was in AEW.
Can you give me a little more?
She was complaining that she wasn't treated well. She was supposed to come in as a producer, and everybody just gave her the cold shoulder. Let me see if I can pull it up.
I think she signed off calling herself, was it like that French Canadian bitch or something like
yes.
that? Got into it a little bit with Dustin Rhodes, which was pretty surprising because at this point it seems like everybody has nothing but nice things to say about Dustin Rhodes. But yeah, there was a little bit of a hullabaloo on Twitter regarding Lufisto.
Interesting. Oh, this happened last week, which is why it wouldn't be in the notes this week.
Right.
Brendan, great job, by the way, with the notes. Always. Let me see here. This is from Cage Side Seats.
That's a long read.
Yeah, there's a lot here.
She had an interview with Fightful. She said she set up an appearance on Elevation with QT. It was supposed to be mainly an interview / tryout for a coaching position. There was some confusion about medical testing and paperwork, but everything got sorted out.
Yep.
He was greeted by Sean Dean, then left to wait in the women's locker room area. It's there that she said hi to the Bunny, who allegedly responded, "What are you doing here?" Bunny was seated with Ruby Soho, Tony Storm in the locker room. Jade Cargill was also there, seated separately. None of them spoke to her. Mercedes Martinez, who is someone she knew from outside AEW, was said to be happy to see her. She later says Thunder Rosa was there and no one was speaking to her.
The legitimate wrestlers believe Tony doesn't give a damn about women's wrestling and feel like they're going back to the Divas era. Ask me who the fuck I am. Tell me I'm irrelevant and that I'm doing this for attention. Call me a liar. Tell me to kill myself. Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, got pretty sick.
Wow.
Yeah. Oof.
And then she said that AEW may have ordered a social media attack on her. Oh, a WWE veteran claimed that AEW may have tried to tell people to go after her on social media, and that's what made her delete her Twitter at some point.
No, she's still here. Lufisto's her Twitter.
She must have reactivated it. I heard she deleted her Twitter.
Wow. Yeah, it was pretty nuts.
Yikes.
Oh yeah, Dutch Mantel.
Yikesy yikes.
Yeah.
Pro wrestling as the world turns.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Oh, these fucking hard lemonades are like, they're sitting right here. Don't feel good about it.
Well,
you know?
No, I hear you.
Oh, good God. Is there anything else that looks like MJF and Adam Cole are going to challenge Aussie Open for the Ring of Honor World Titles at 0 hour?
Yeah, that was weird.
They're both doing double duty at the All In.
That was strange. I mean, I don't get it. There's got to be something that might happen in that match that'll set up. Like they'll probably lose that, and then that'll set up some sort of heat between them, like real heat between them, and for the actual match. I have no idea. That was very bizarre, though. I didn't see that coming. Then Aussie Open accepted on Rampage, I believe. So
Tony, we're going to get another tournament to declare who wrestles for the women's title at All In.
Yeah, which is odd because the champion had to fucking wrestle a match to remain in the tournament, but the fucking loser gets a fucking bye. The fuck are we doing? The fuck are we doing?
I disagreed with you when he said the loser got a bye. That's fucking silly. That is silly.
It's fucking.
You're the women's champion. You got to defend it anyway, right?
But that's where I agree with Matt on that part. But then he was like, the loser gets a bye.
What else do we have? Anything else here? Powerhouse Hobbs Miro at All Out.
Wonderful.
Yeah, at All Out, right? Not All In. The Chicago
All
show.
Out.
Yeah.
Wait, All In is the show at Wembley and All Out is in Chicago? Is that
Correct,
what we're
yes.
doing? What the fuck are we doing? Wait, so All In is Chicago?
No,
All In is Wembley.
Okay. So you're going all out of the country to go to Wembley for All In, but then you're coming back into the country for All Out.
Why do you park in the driveway and drive on the parkway, Tony?
What the fuck, dude?
Women love the fuzzy top.
Ugh.